Hello, Scorpio. So this segment of my channel is for those who are open to spirits and spiritual work. If you aren't open to spirits or working with spirits, this segment of my channel may not be for you. Hopefully another segment is. But if you are, the following messages will not resonate with every Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, but it is my hope that the messages find those in need of them. So, Scorpio, let's get to it. Spirit, what messages do we have for Scorpio? What will Scorpio be experiencing or dealing with this February new moon? What will Scorpios be experiencing or dealing with? I'm seeing this energy is carrying over. So that I'm not picking up on new energy, meaning energy that is manifest this new moon. I'm picking up on energy that is definitely carrying over for the past at least month and a half to 2 months. It looks like some stress, conflict on the home front, within relationships, romantic relationships, family relationships. I am picking up some stress, stress and conflict, either with romantic relationships, relationships with children, specifically people that you live with. These are the relationships I'm picking up on. It can also be people that you have lived with. So like parents at one point, parents, grandparents, people that you have lived with at some point, but it does feel like family versus maybe you lived with a friend at one point, now you're having issues with them. Now that's not really what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more so having issues, experiencing difficulties relating with family members that you either currently live with or have lived with at one point, or both. But there is. Okay, so Spirit, what other messages do we have for Scorpio? It looks like relating is the issue here. Other people not relating to you and you not relating to other people, not seeing eye to eye. An inability to walk in other people's shoes, or simply a desire not to. And to only see things from your point of view, or people only seeing things from their point of view. But from what I'm seeing is that whatever the issue is, whatever the conflict is, it's bothering you. It's bothering you more than what other people can see. It is. It's bothering you. I'm picking up on some feelings of inadequacy. Picking up on some feelings of wondering where you went wrong, or then this is general energy, so it could be the other person, it could be both of you, it could be all parties involved. I am seeing the need to heal. There's some healing that needs to take place here, and it's healing that could take place with some simple or rather tough conversations. So I'm going to notate that. But it's going to take honest communication on both parts, all parties involved, to really heal these relationships, because this conflict it looks like it's a somewhat recent conflict, but it's deeper than this conflict. The issue is deeper. So I do see healing by communication, but it's going to really take honest, open, and transparent communication, all parties involved. And I do see some resistance to that, either your own resistance or other people's resistance. And when I mean open, honest communication, I'm talking about the type of communication that can leave either you or the other person feeling very vulnerable. There's a real need to be emotionally available and completely open here and receptive. Either you need to be receptive or the other people need to be receptive, or both. Taking notes for the spellcast. And there is a fear either on your part or either on your part or the other parties of feeling distant, or fear of becoming more distant, either with actual distance, people moving out, people moving away, or feeling more emotionally distant. Getting to a point where you no longer connect with these people because the healing is postponed or just doesn't happen. And I am getting like a desire to want things to be all better. Want things to just be all better, but there's this resistance to do the work to make things all better. And that's one of those things where relationships, you get out what you put in. All types of relationships. That's all types of everything. Business relationships, family relationships, friendships, even student-teacher relationships. You get out what you put in. And so there's this feeling either on your part or the other parties that just snap their fingers and wanting everything to just be magically better again and wanting everyone to get along, and that just doesn't happen. Or if it does and the work doesn't take place, it usually lays the foundation for an even bigger problem down the road. We gotta tackle these issues as they arise. If you just sweep them under the rug, eventually you're gonna look at that rug and it's gonna be 20 feet tall with all the shit that's been swept up under it, and you can no longer avoid it, and it becomes a huge issue and so much to tackle at once. So let's see. All right, so Spirit, what other messages do we have? Okay, so the oracle card that I pulled is shadow work. So there's a need to tackle, deal with, heal, handle, deep dive into the more shadowy parts of ourselves. The parts that we hide or hide away from, the not so good looking parts of ourselves, but there's a need to just sit down and put in the work, either you or the other parties involved, to handle and deal with things. So yeah, the oracle card I pulled is shadow work. So let's get to the spellcast, because let's heal this. Let's heal it, right? So let's get to the spellcast, because everyone deserves to feel safe and to feel honored and to feel heard and to feel comfortable in the place that they live, in their home, in their dwelling. Everyone deserves that. So I see two things that can be beneficial. Two things that can definitely be beneficial. Well, really one thing, but it could be two things. Okay. So a good old-fashioned sweet jar. You can do a honey jar, a sweet jar. You can do even a road opening. Some type of container with everyone's name in it. Everyone who is at conflict or having issues with each other. Everyone in the house. You put everyone in the house, even the dog. The names of everyone living in the house, but especially the people who are usually at each other's throats or having issues right now, issues relating right now. You can put their names in you can do a jar. You can do a small a small jar. Well, depending on how big your family is. You can do a small jar, large jar. And you can put road opening, sweetening, which are also stabilizing herbs, at least, well, yeah. And, or attraction herbs. I wouldn't, you don't, there's a categories of attraction herbs. But general love, put it this way, love drawing. You want people to love each other here. So in this jar, you can put road opening herbs, sweetening herbs. You can also put molasses, honey, and you can, yeah, I would use molasses, or molasses. You can, no, not sorghum. Yeah, I would use molasses. Yep. And road opening herbs, you can use nutmeg, pepper, van, which is vervain, rose petals, lavender, which is great, calming, cooling, spearmint as well. And you can also throw in some throat chakra stones if you would like, or throat chakra, third eye chakra, or crown chakra, and also heart chakra. Stones, herbs, energy, if you like, with this, to get everyone communicating and understanding of each other. So with this sweet jar, you can also burn, of course, a white candle. Blue, I would do blue, red, yeah, white, red, blue candle. White and red for road opening, or orange, because white and red is orange, but white and red for road opening, blue for stability and healing. If you, well, I won't go there. I was gonna say, if you work with spirits, or some spirits you can work with, but that's what I would do for this situation. And you can run this jar for however long you want, however long it takes to get people on one page and to heal this relationship. That could be days, and for others that could be years. You know, it just depends on how long these issues have been happening. But I would definitely do some form of sweetening, healing work with everyone involved. And you can pray to your spirits. Speak, if you're not one to pray, you can petition, speak affirmations, words of power over and next to this jar. Speak to everyone's higher self while you're doing it. We all have a higher self. I'm of the belief that we all have a higher self. Speak to everyone's higher self. Speak to everyone's ancestors, guides, and guardians. Speak to everyone's heart. For healing, definitely. For healing, and to reveal things to people that they may not have taken in consideration. Reveal things to people about the other person or other parties involved that they may not have taken into consideration. So if you feel like you're being misunderstood, you can ask that other people reveal, other people's spirits reveal things to them that they may not have taken into consideration. Let's see. So with this sweetening work, I know you want to keep in mind, healing is the center of it. Communication is the center of it. Being receptive is the center of it. Compassion is the center of it. Okay. All right, my loves. All right, Scorpio. I hope that you enjoy your spellcast for this new moon. I will see you next month for your March spellcast, your March new moon spellcast. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and share.